coming from? Holy. Oh, it's David, or it's, okay, pause.
Uranus is the personification of heaven and the sky. It's really amazing. Of course, I'm just looking at Okay, everybody, we are live. And it's been a little while since we've done a transmission together with Jimmy Blanchette. It was back at Christmas time, December 24th, 25th, and 26th, that we did the transmissions in the direction of Oumuamua. And there's so much that has happened as a consequence of those transmissions. I really want everyone to go to my website, to davidsereda.co, and sign up and register, and you can watch the presentation I'll give later on the data that has come in. And it's very incredible information. I mean, it gave me the location of the Tonga explosion before it happened. It gave me the speed of light, the location of Stonehenge, the location of the Great Pyramid of Egypt, the location of the Trinity of the pyramids in Egypt, and it gave me Chichen Itza, the El Castil. It's like they're, whoever's on the other side of the universe sending us these messages. Remember, in Jimmy Blanchette's message, he actually sends a pictogram of the encoded information of our sacred sites, but they're actually sending me back the longitude and latitude of specific sacred sites, as if to put importance on them. And when I got they sent me the most mathematically perfect royal cubit there is. There's no better one than this. So when you see data coming in like that on your radio, you realize this is real stuff. And it's not somebody sitting in their lab in New Jersey sending us these signals, because they're sending us stuff there's no way anybody on Earth would even know. Like, for example, to send me the north latitude of the bullseye region of the Tonga explosion before it happened, 2 weeks before it happened, is unbelievable. They've also sent me the latitude and longitude of the Canary Islands, and everybody knows what was going on at the Canary Islands. So tonight we're getting started really soon here, right, Jimmy? In just a few minutes, can you tell everyone what we're sending out? And we're sending to Uranus. In Greek mythology, Uranus is the god of the sky and the heavens, and it's a very mystical planet, and it's also incredibly far away. Let's see, how long does it take? What's the speed of light between Earth and Uranus, Jimmy? Do you know?
Well, I think it takes about an hour and a half to for the signal to get there, or something like that. Last time I looked, it depends, of course, because the distance change.
It changes, yeah.
Throughout the cycle. Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and tell everybody where we're sending tonight.
Yep. So hi everyone. So tonight we'll be transmitting towards Uranus, as David mentioned. We're going to be transmitting on the harmonic of light, 144.1 megahertz. There's a message. It's a series of message. It's going to be actually 3 different segments of 1 minute each, roughly. The first one, now let me share my screen so I can show briefly here what this is. What it's going to be. All right. Okay, can you see my? Hold on a second here. I think I have the wrong one.
Uranus is about 2.5 hours from Earth, so
yeah. So let me just
8:45.
I can't see your screen.
yes, hold on a second. I need to activate it from here. Now you will see. All right. Can you see? You should see my screen right now.
So we're sending out at 144.1 megahertz, which is the harmonic of light. Yeah, we can see your screen, and
Okay,
it's amazing.
So this is one I wanted to mention here is this is the message, the first message we're going to transmit. The message contained all this information and more. There's secret geometry embedded, and actually, I didn't select the right one. Give me a second here. So I will share this one. Then I can see the full picture of what we're going to send. Okay, got it here. Okay, here it is. So if you see here, this is what I call a multi-layer message. Contains sacred geometry, the world grid. There's a full text message here at the bottom, encoded in a binary code. There's a full symphony that's compressed in a few seconds, literally, in children's voice, calling on angels.
Oh, and, good. I'm glad I got my kids in there.
Oh, yeah, it's all there. It's all there. So this is the first segment that's going to go out. Second segment will be the 8 tones, which we are familiar with. Mm-hmm. And the third segment will be a thank you message. So this is what's in the, that's what's going to be going out. Okay. Okay. So let me go back to my view here. Okay. So I have also the live camera that I'd like to show. So
you got a new camera? Because Jimmy has been capturing real structured UFOs appearing at the end of his antenna, between his antenna and the target on many of the transmissions that we've been doing.
Okay, so do you see the live camera?
I see it at the bottom down there, yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Now we see it. Yeah, there's just a little delay.
Yeah. Yes, and I apologize if it's a bit chaotic here because I have a lot of equipment runnings, like 6 computer screen, a radio, 2 cameras to run, plus the StreamYard to run. There's a lot of things going on here, so I'm just trying to keep everything together. So we see the live camera.
Is that an airplane going by?
Yeah, that's an airplane here. That should be an airplane. I have the other camera also, but for some reason I don't see the stream anymore. So I'm not sure what happened. But it is recording. However, it's not streaming. I have another night vision camera that's better quality. It's set up outside in parallel to the camera we see right now, and so it is recording as we speak. So we'll have redundancy and footage in double.
Oh, that's really good to have that redundancy.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to start the transmission, and I'd like to invite the audience to keep an eye here on what's happening on the screen, because over the last, I will say over the last couple of months, the activity, I mean, installing the camera was a new thing. I set up the camera last summer, but really I started using it more actively over the last several weeks. I would say since November, probably started ramping up October, November. And the level of activity has been incredible. And most of the time, or very often, there are manifestations happening during the transmission. So while we're doing the transmission, I invite the folks out there to keep an eye on the screen and what you see, and we may see something. We may see a flash. And it can be very fast, so we need to pay attention. Sometimes these flashes are literally a second or a fraction of a second. So we're recording, so I can always go back to the footage after the fact. But and sometimes it's more than a light or flashing. It can be a structure, literally an entire structure that's going to manifest itself. So let's keep an eye on the screen. So on my side, I'm going to start the broadcast shortly. So I just need about a minute, David, so you can keep.
Our target is Uranus, and Uranus is a beautiful, beautiful planet. Uranus and Neptune I mean, we'll follow Neptune next month, which are the two giant aqueous planets, if you will. They're beautiful blue green. They're 2.5 hours is approximate because it depends on the time of the year between Earth and Uranus. So it can be as much as 2.38 hours and 2.95 hours apparently between Earth and Uranus. So let's say safely 3 hours. So 6:15, 7, 8, 9, 9:15. Now that's at the speed of light, but we're noticing that we're getting reactions faster than the speed of light, and there are good arguments for that in Tesla's early radio research that prove that there are functions of radio signals that are moving faster than light and can respond therefore faster than light. And so even, in fact, there's a huge story that broke today about another transmission coming from, about 4,000 light years away, which is actually close in galactic terms. There's a signal that keeps repeating every 18.18 minutes, and it was published in Nature, and it was on NBC News. It was everywhere today. And when we're looking at the breakdown, what's amazing is about the number 8. Let's just take the number 18. And the number 18 is actually an octave of 144. So if I take 18 times an octave, which is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18 times 2, 72, 144. So there you go. So 18 happens to be an octave of very close to our base transmission frequency, which is 144.1. But the double 18 is really interesting because if I take 18.18, which is more precise according to the report in Nature, times an octave, and I do that twice, I get 72. And the double 72, of course, is not only the measurement of the height of Jesus's spine in the Shroud of Turin, but it's also, theoretically, I could go to double 144s, but you can't actually do that in your decimal series. But it is 72 is one octave down from 144. So I do find that incredibly interesting because I'm reading the report in Nature, and it's definitely started occurring within the window of the transmissions we've been doing together here for many months. So it could be related because we have a harmonic that's in synchronicity with our transmissions. But this news is everywhere. If you go on my Facebook wall, you can see the stories published there. And the other thing interesting about this new signal is that it's extremely, extremely bright and could not possibly be a pulsar or a quasar, anything like that. The radio astronomers are saying who discovered the signal. They've never seen anything so perfectly timed with the double 18s. That's another thing. I actually had to buy the report today. It's like $35. You get the report. So the question is this, are the transmissions we're doing beckoning a response? And, we could say that it definitely falls in the realm of possibilities because we're seeing a response that is symbolic of the harmonics that Jimmy is using.
So we're good to go, David. If you're ready, we'll start the countdown and we'll start the transmissions. And we can talk in between. There's a minute in between every segment. Okay. So it's actually a plane here on the screen. We see a plane here that's moving a little bit on the screen. How you can see here. So we have live.
Yeah, they're usually.
Again, and if you see something, you can see the time here on the screen. 9:25, 26. So this is the duration, the countdown from the start of the recording. So if you see something, take note of the time and let us know via the chat or something. So we'll go back to the recording. Okay. So we're ready to rock. So let me actually, Shiros, do you have the audio file that you can play at the same time?
The one you sent me, the YouTube one.
Yes.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on.
No,
You want me to
I
add it
sent
to the
you
screen?
a WAV file earlier.
Okay, hold on.
It's just because I'd like the audience to hear the audio, and I can, let me give me a second here. I can possibly stream the audio as well. It's just taking a lot of it didn't work every time when we tried last time, right? So let me try to do this a second here.
Make you...
Give me a second.
And boy, we're doing this just in time because, there's this threat of war, which everybody knows about. Hopefully it won't get out of hand. We're praying for peace and a nonviolent resolution to the tension in the Ukraine and Russia and Belarus and the United States and the European. In the middle of this world tension, we ask for peace from Uranus.
Okay, so I think I'm going to be okay on my side, Cheryl. So
Okay.
if hopefully you will hear the
It
sound
seems to,
of
it's
the
either
broadcast.
letting me do the YouTube or the audio, so I can't do both. And then
Yeah.
I don't know what's...
Okay. All right. I will activate the audio here. Okay. The sound is on, and let me just make sure that the sound is maximized here. All right. That's good. And the playback is 100%. Bear with me. It's just a lot of technicals. Okay. So we're good. So you should hear it. All right. I'm ready to start. I'm going to play like just the first second here. Let me know if you can hear the sound. Okay, here we go.
Can't hear.
Hold on a sec. Okay, can you hear?
No, we can't hear anything. No.
Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Same thing.
It's okay. If we can't hear it, it still goes out.
File earlier.
I know, but it's either letting me play the YouTube or the...
Yeah,
you can hear it a little bit.
We just heard it. There's just a lot. You heard it, right? So
yeah.
So
we heard
what I'm going to do actually, while it's playing, I will play it on a speaker, and I will take my own headset and put it close to the speaker here, so at least you're going to hear that portion. Okay.
Okay.
So let me do this. I'm going to disconnect.
So just say 1, 2, 3, go when you're with your...
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. Okay. Give me just StreamYard. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So that's the first segment.
There's the first segment. Here we go. So this is done. We lost the. It looks like we lost the connection of the camera here temporarily.
Yeah.
Now the other camera is recording, so we have redundancy here. Okay, I think it's loading up now again. We have redundancy, so we have the footage anyway, and I will note the time that we actually transmitted. So it was 7:18.
Which is 6:18 our time, which is the golden mean.
Yeah. That's all right. Let me see here. Why is
oh my God! Yeah, you were transmitting at 6:18, which is the golden number.
Yeah.
And my radio responded instantly for a few chirps and then stopped. Just making note of that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's a that would be faster than light, although it's not doing anything right now.
Okay, here's the second segment here.
Oh.
Okay, second segment completed.
Mm.
And all right, the second segment is completed. So 1 more minute, and we're gonna have a last segment at the end.
I just saw the perfect royal cubit come in on my radio. Perfect. I mean, absolutely flawless. Just now. Because I've got my frequency meter, in front of my radio, and I know the numbers. Yep. They're jumping around really fast, but I saw it.
Right. Okay, so we're back online here, and I apologize. We had lost the connection for a little while, but again, we have two cameras redundancy, so I will note the time. 7:21.
Is there one more to go?
Yes.
Or is there two more to go?
There's one more to go, and then here we go. Okay, so second transmission completed.
Is there any more, or are we done?
Completed. So this is done for that transmission.
We're done.
Yes, we're done with towards Uranus. I'd like to propose, because we have time, we could also broadcast towards the Orion belt. It's above the horizon right now, so we could do that.
Sure, why not? Yeah, there's something about Orion that's come up for me in the.
Yeah.
Well, they gave me the location of what's called the. It's the exact location in Egypt where you see. It's called Panorama of the Pyramids, and I got the precise north latitude, literally in the parking lot of what's called Panorama of the Pyramids. And of course, Panorama of the Pyramids represents Orion because the three pyramids are in the same alignment as Orion. So I took that to mean Orion. So you're going to move your antenna to Orion now?
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
Which of course which is at the speed of light. You'll never get there, but there's something faster than light going on here. So
yep.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens. Yeah, so you're going to send the same message?
Yes. And again, earlier we lost the camera, so apologize for this. I don't know what happened, but now the camera is back live. Again, we still have the one outside redundant, but now it's working, and we see the antenna.
What rotating. Are those things moving around?
Yeah, what are they?
So these are the stars. So I'm just rotated.
Oh, he was moving the antenna. Sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
See, the Orion belt is right there. We see it on the screen.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and of course.
Right.
Okay. It's going to stabilize. Give it a second here.
Oh, there's
Oh.
Orion's belt. I can barely see it in there. Yeah, that's good.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so we are perfectly centered. So we'll give it about 10 seconds for the antenna to stabilize and the image to stabilize, and then we'll restart the sequence. But now we have the camera running. Okay, so let's start again in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, first segment completed.
One more segment for
We have a
Orion.
nice. So there's going to be two more. The next one will be the 8 tones, followed by a break of a minute, and then the third one will be a thank you message.
Right.
And so that's going to complete the transmission for tonight. So it's good to keep an eye on the screen. Actually, we see above the Orion belt, you see this is the Taurus constellation. There's kind of V here, V shape. We've got the Orion belt, obviously. Sirius A is just at the bottom here, but we don't see it right now. I will have to lower the antenna a little bit. A beautiful sky tonight, no moon.
Yeah, it's nice to have no moon. You can really see the stars so beautifully.
Yeah.
I don't have any stars here tonight. It's just cloudy, but.
Okay, so 8 tones started now. One more minute, and we're going to have a last segment. So we're transmitting with 250,000 watts tonight, and these radio waves will reach or will go very, very deep, far through the solar system and far beyond.
Mm-hmm. They'll go forever. I mean, they get weaker and weaker, but the universe is so sensitive that even a tiny vibration is like throwing a pebble on a pond. You've created something. if nobody throws a pebble in the pond, then there's no little wavelet moving over the lake. So every
Okay,
vibration we
the
send
last
out
the last segment starting now. Okay, here we go. Okay,
All right, that's
this
it.
was the last segment.
Wow, I just
Okay,
noticed
here we
something
go.
amazing. I'll have to
So
check your email. There's something when you sent out the 8 tones. The sound of the vibration of all 8 tones going out was producing a number on my radio that I see coming in all the time. So imagine the sound file that you just ran of the 8 tones. It on my frequency meter, it shows up as one number consistently as you're transmitting the 8 tones. And I see that number all the time coming in when we're not transmitting. Just, in the middle of the night, I'll see that number. And that particular number, I'll check your email. I'm going to show you this. This is something I was
sure,
not expecting to see. All right, everybody, have a
sure.
great night. Somewhere around 9:30, the signal should be hitting Uranus 9:30, between 9:30 and 10, and then as far as Orion's belt, there has to be some faster than light component there for anything to happen. So
Jimmy, did you want to show your video?
Well, can you make it available maybe in the chat box so people can watch it? It's a compilation of sightings that occurred during transmissions. Actually,
It's
these are
on the screen
examples.
now.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can show it. So let me stop the record, stop sharing on my side. Okay, and let me do this and stop the StreamYard sharing.
It's not
Okay,
playing though.
it's
Why is it
fused.
playing? Yeah, hold on.
So what it is,
Playing?
what Sheroz is going to be showing is it's a compilation of, and if you can make it full screen, Sheroz.
Yeah.
It's a compilation of sightings which occurred during, and make sure you got your volume also. Did you select the audio?
Yeah.
Because I don't hear any. Okay, yeah, I don't hear anything right now.
Weird.
Yeah, look at, make sure you activated the audio.
Hold on.
You may have to unshare the screen and restart the process, but click on the sharing the audio. And I can try to, I can stream it from here if you need to.
It's set to share audio.
Okay. All right, try again.
Okay. You hear it?
Hold on, we'll see. I don't hear anything for now. No, I don't hear it. Do you want me to try it from here? Let me try it
Yeah,
from here.
do it.
Let me try it from here. Give me a second here. Back here, this, like that. maximum audio. And we share the screen. Share screen audio. Here we go. All right, so let's go. And let me know if you don't hear it, but
Yeah, it's there now.
you should hear the sound. Can you hear the
I
audio?
can hear it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
All
can
right, here we
hear
go.
it.
Oh, that was really bright.
Yeah, wow.
Oh yeah, there's real structure there. Wow. Look at that structure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
incredible.
Look at this. Let me press pause. You see the angle here?
Oh, of
Angle.
course. Yeah, no, but I
Perfect.
liked it better when it was softer. Go back
Yeah.
to the when it was it kind of, oh my god, that has structure. Okay, go
See,
right
look at
to
this.
there. Look at that. Holy cow.
And there are really two components, right? We see a second portion here. I don't know if that's part of the same structure. The angle is, I mean, you see the structure is very clear. It's
It
very
looks,
symmetric. Very
oh,
symmetric.
I know. No, that's really good structure. And that's not pixels. You're not looking at pixels.
Oh, no.
And when was that, Jimmy? When did you capture that one?
This is all over the last, I will say, probably 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, all these.
Wow, that's amazing.
But where were you transmitting to when that one happened?
In this case here, I was transmitting towards the moon, as we can see. You see, so we see the moon. Let me go back a bit here. So we see the moon here. There was a chemtrail just right there. The tree is right there.
You got a
And so-
chemtrail, you got a lunar reflection in the cloud there.
There's a lot going on here. And during the transmission, during the broadcast towards the moon, we saw this object here appearing just for a second, literally, but it's very clear. So clear it again here. See here.
Yeah.
It was during daytime.
Wow.
I was actually calibrating my antenna. I was using the sun as a reference point. And whoop, you see, we see the object right here. We're going from top to down.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm. Wow.
So December 16 is about a month ago, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. You see that this one a double lights. It's like a structure.
Hmm.
So this was towards Sirius A, just like we did tonight towards Orion belt.
Yeah, which is very close.
Yeah, these are very close. I mean, look at that. It's like 3 lights, but it's a structure, a triangular structure.
Mm-hmm.
That was daytime. Oh yeah, that's a triangle with a little cloud
Yeah,
around it.
yeah,
That looks like a triangle with some kind of gas surrounding it,
right.
like
So this
cloud
was
vapor.
Jupiter, just above Jupiter. So this is you see here, we see Jupiter right in the middle. The antenna is moving a little bit because I had just changed the elevation. But you will see above here, while I was transmitting the message, this light just pops in and out. So it's pretty impressive. So let's go back again here.
Oh yeah. Wow. Well, that last one had like a cubic shape with an opening, like a square opening into the cube, which was,
Yeah.
I'd like to see. We definitely need higher because you're really getting, really structured, craft.
Oh
And
yeah, oh yeah. And the camera, the night vision camera I just acquired, which is set up now outside. I just got the equipment to set it up like literally today, so I haven't had time like to set it up properly. But I will set
it's a
up
better
everything.
camera. You're saying it's a
Yeah,
better one.
yeah, it's a Psionics, pretty known camera,
Mhm.
night vision camera, but it's better than what I was using, like actually to make this footage. This footage really I was just using a security camera, a 1080p or HD security camera, but obviously in the night, it doesn't perform great. So, but we can see, we're still good sightings with it, but the night vision will do a much better job. So, next time we'll have that set up. And but again, even tonight, the transmission we made, I will go through the footage because it was running outside using that camera. And if I see something, of course, we'll send it to you, David and Chios, and we'll can post it on your website, and we can show what happened.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see what is the have you calculated the average for the 8 tones? Which means you add up all your 8 tones and divide it by the number of tones and you get your average. So it'd be interesting to see your average because I'm going to send you the number that I just saw on my radio while you're transmitting. I mean, on my frequency meter as you're transmitting the 8 tones.
Yeah.
And then
Very
you
good.
can. I wonder if it corresponds to them or it's possible it's even coming in magnetically here and it has nothing to do with the audio. Because a frequency meter will pick up a magnetic frequency or an audible frequency, and so you don't necessarily know what you're looking at. But
Right.
very exciting to see those structured craft. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much, Jimmy and Sharoz, for everybody for participating, and we'll see what happens in the next 2 or 3 days, and any kind of response, we will inform you.
Yeah, and you can visit the website at davidsereda.co/transmissions if you want to learn more. There's many videos there of the previous ones we've done too.
Yeah, Jimmy, have you updated your documentary anymore, or is it the same, First Contact?
Well, I have a latest version 4, which is has more material, new material. I can share that with you, sharers, and can post it maybe on a website.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Jimmy. That went well.
Thank you.
I don't know why it didn't have sound.